I have I have something. I don't know if this is going to make it into the episode, but I backed myself into a little bit of a corner, and I kind of want some opinions on what we're going to do because it's my own fault, and I'm kicking myself because I'm like, why did I do this? Here's the issue: is that last episode? Spoiler alert! Before our recap, last episode, I was like, well, you guys are going to go probably fulfill Brad's last request before he was kidnapped by the frogs, which is to go rescue Team Battery Acid
That's right.
stuck
That's
out
what they're called?
somewhere
Oh, yeah.
in Wyoming.
I was going to say I took notes last time we recorded, and it's literally on the drawing of the frogs.
Oh shit, that's awesome. I'll put that up there too. Um then in the same episode, Mouse was like, Chris, I have a lead into something that might save Klaus. There's like this urban legend in Appalachia. Will you come with me? And Chris, being the incredible brother that he is, he's like, yeah, of course I'm going to fucking go. So what the fuck am I going to do with that? Why did I do that?
Because it was narratively interesting.
Yeah.
I had an opinion that I'd shared with Max about this conundrum, but would entirely rely on like both of you being interested in doing it, which was that we maintain the party split because I think it's interesting and narratively like correct, and that Chris goes with his brother to wherever the fuckville, and Iris and Cosmo go to wherever the fuckville. And while we're split, what I had suggested is one of two things. Either we make up new fuck all characters that exist exclusively for this one arc that we do, Mark, you for our side, and Will and I for Chris and Mouse's side, or we bring back the season 2 characters because I couldn't for the life of me think of a reason for Phoebe to be in Wyoming, and that Cornelius and Atticus, against literally everyone's like wishes and will, may have some reason to go poking around wherever Chris and Mouse are going, to try and break this like reflection game curse on Team really hard to deal with. But that would entirely be up to you guys. If like you guys don't want to reprise season 2 characters, then it would be up to making new ones. But if no one wants to make a new one because they're just going to be ding dongs that we throw away, that was where I was just like, that was my thoughts.
I mean, we could definitely go that route with the season 2 characters. And like if we needed, I know that like I would be playing Chris, but like if we needed to give Phoebe a reason to be there, she could be doing like a book signing because she did release a book. You know,
That's true.
And it's not in Connecticut; it's in Wyoming, so she's allowed in that state again.
she is allowed. She's allowed in 49 of the 50 states.
Wait, no, we bullied her into moving back to Connecticut, even though she said she'd never live there again.
I mean,
He told us she legally moved back to Connecticut. It's her home residence, but she doesn't actually stay there. She actually just starts going to motels everywhere else in the world.
true. Her book got big with like 3 people in Wyoming.
Yeah. Well,
I think Phoebe's book just got big in general.
It's also not something that we need to decide today, of course. Probably got 2 to 3 weeks. But yeah, essentially we agree that we'll split the party. Is that what we're agreeing on?
Yeah.
Anyone opposed?
Nope.
Okay. So I guess each of you will be responsible for a second character in some shape or form. Does not have to be a season 2 character. Could be anyone or anything that they will be bringing to the other side of the adventure that they're not a part of normally. That makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Makes sense to me.
Okay. So then I will leave that in all of your capable hands to think on this quandary.
I genuinely think that it's interesting, and from a narrative perspective, probably good for the characters to have time and a chance to like grow a little bit on their own. Because when you put the three of us together, we just form the same character unit of like we're going to agree with what the others have to say and like fuck everyone else because it's just the three of us. And so, you know, having Chris go off and develop more with his brother and other outside forces, because I think like Chris is of the three of us the most soft spoken, regardless. And having Cosmo, if Cosmo makes it, and Iris go off to do something else. I just think it would be interesting to kind of have the characters put them in like a slightly different scenario than they've been in typically, and then you know, eventual reunion, or someone dies,
or everyone dies. I guess could
No,
also be
no.
the case.
No,
Everyone's dead.
Everyone's dead. It's time.
That's the end of season 4 or season 3. Welcome to season 4, the end of the reflection game.
So let's fill in the rest of the gaps about what happened last time.
I wonder if Max even remembers that I wanted to do Ghost Hunt.
Oh, you bet. Not only did I remember Ghost Hunt, I went back because there was a gap in my memory about what Dees described the ghost as looking like. And I was like, God, if I don't figure that out, we can't do Ghost Hunt today. And if someone wants to do Ghost Hunt, they're going to be SOL. So I did it.
Hell yeah.
You're welcome.
Listen, all I remember about that episode is that we came back home to our hotel that we live in. That's definitely our home and definitely not a hotel that we just stayed at sometime because we lived there. And we were like, guys, what's happening? And everyone was like, everyone calm down. The reflection game is canceled. Everyone go home in the next week because after a week you're being kicked out. And everyone was like, but what the fuck? You ruined my lives, you sons of guns. And Arden was like, well, you know, frankly, that's not my problem. And then we went to see Brad, and Brad got excommunicated. By excommunicated, I mean he got arrested by Party Frog, who was like, they fucking played you for fools, and I didn't even see it. And he, like, you know, went off the deep end and fell apart at the seams. And then Brad begged and pleaded with us to go find another team that he lost. Because he lost it. He lost to the other team, Team Battery Acid, with such memorable characters as Gink Getty and Francesca Linguini and Madeline something. So that's up to us. And then we were like, okay, well, I guess it's time to go to bed. But then we went to go to bed, and Team Dees was like, oh my god, we're literally haunted. So we're having a slumber party.
You guys all are having a slumber party. I forgot Francesca Linguini. God fucking damn it. Legendary season 3 character, Francesca Linguini. Anyway.
Who's tall and a redhead.
She is. She's tall like Linguini. I'm pretty sure that's...
Just tall like Linguini.
Like that's how Linguini is, right? It's very tall and thin.
Linguini, yeah.
It's like thicker than spaghetti, I think.
Francesca Linguini. Thicker than spaghetti.
Yeah, it's not quite as wide as a fettuccine, but it's not as skinny as a spaghetti.
Oh, season 3 was a mistake. This hotel adventure was a mistake. Arden says, everyone's getting the fuck out, get back on the road. No, that's not what happens today. Well, how does everyone sleep?
Terrible.
Yeah.
Probably at least a little sweaty, considering there's like 4 extra people in our room that's got like 9 people in it.
There are so many fucking people sitting around watching Blamley Bly in the morning.
Can it be the episode where they get haunted? Just to like,
that would be really funny.
And they just play it on repeat for 4 hours.
Later.
Later, we're haunted.
Later, we're haunted.
You think that's bad?
You should see the people watching this show.
Oh.
Everyone pauses for a second, like, what did he just say?
Yeah, they're like, what? I mean, who's watching Blamley Bly this morning? I know Chris is, Bosco is, Ozma is, Klaus is.
Definitely Klaus. Yeah, I was gonna say.
And there's like
Tem,
11 people in this room.
Tem is addicted to it. The Fingies.
Yes, Chris gets to spend some quality time with Tem.
Yes, you get to spend some quality time with Tem, especially when the show gets the show turns into like a horror. It's like a horror movie for like 2 minutes, and Tem looks a little scared.
Chris like leans over, and he's like, "It's okay. I know how it ends. It's not bad. You're fine. You're fine."
Tem looks over and she says, "This whole show is bad."
Chris just looks back at the TV. Like like the Blim's logo, like Blim is like where they have the logo above their head,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like a minus sign. His friendship with her went down a little bit.
No.
I got the negative friendship modifier.
He got the ick.
His whole show's bad.
From The
Looks away from
Sims.
me.
Exactly. Thank you.
Dees has definitely not chosen to participate, though. Dees is getting some well-deserved snoozes.
He needs it.
Cosmo would rather rip their eyes out than watch Family Bly. I'm sorry, Blamey Bly. So, like, they're not sleeping great. They hear it click on. They hear people assemble. And the second it strikes 6 o'clock in the morning, they're out of bed and they're going down to Blunken.
Iris isn't watching, but isn't not watching.
What do you mean?
In bed, not asleep, but also not getting up at all.
Just like listening to the nonsense.
Yeah.
That's fair. So yeah, Cosmo, you head out, go get a Blunken order. What does everyone want to do today? It is the year of our Lord, 2033, and the day of our Lord, May 12th. There are 6 calendar days before, regardless of how anything else goes, wherever you end up going, the hotel is shutting down. But the day is yours.
Well, I don't know what everyone else wants to do, but I still want to take care of the ghost situation in the other room.
Chris is in.
Is Cosmo coming too?
Yeah.
All right. I mean, we can start with that. All right. So, Iris, I imagine you collect your ghost hunting equipment.
Yeah.
And maybe you could help run me through what that all looks like.
So I've got I'm blatantly pulling from Ghost Hunt video games
Mm-hmm.
that shall go unnamed because I don't know the legality of mentioning them here today.
That's fine.
Probably something like a little like spirit box that's like a little radio that skips through channels for them to use.
Mm-hmm.
Because I could ask Lola to use the one on my phone, but I don't need to because I have a physical one. So Lola gets to chill out.
Mhm.
And EMF reader, maybe salt, but we already know they're there, so I don't really need that. I would bring a notebook, but I'm pretty sure that Cosmo's notebook and a pen was left in the room overnight. So
Oh
we
yeah,
can just
didn't
use
Cosmo
that.
like try to get their attention? And then
Yeah,
like
I was trying to get them to like write or like leave us a message, just anything. And all they did was like knock my notebook over, and I was like, "Hey, that was rude. Hello, Jupiter. There he is, right on time, 7 o'clock.
beating
Opening my
down
door.
the door.
Yeah, let me go close it.
What does everyone else bring into the seance? What's Chris bringing?
Chris brings like some incense, maybe some sage, and some black salt. You got to do like a black salt barrier, and it's not for knowing they're there. It's for keeping them out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chris made black salt. He like took like a black crayon. Like that's not how you're supposed to do it, but he took like a black crayon and he like colored on the salt. And it didn't really work well, but like it'll work.
Okay, I'm glad that Chris has confidence in that.
Yeah.
And Cosmo, what are you bringing to the seance?
Coffee.
You're bringing coffee?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's smart.
Cosmo needs like some help. So they're just kind of there. Like when Iris is like, it's time to hunt the ghosts, Cosmo's just like, mindlessly follow behind. I've also never done a ghost hunt before, so I'm more just going to follow with whatever Iris would like to do.
All right. Yeah, no, that makes sense. The Fingies and Dees are also back in their room. Dees is standing up against a wall with his arms folded and one leg kind of folded back with his foot against the wall too. And the
Stupid
Fingies,
cool guy.
yeah, standard cool guy pose. And the Fingies have resumed their position, cowering in fear under the bed, with the blanket thrown over their heads. And Dee says, "Okay, Iris. So, what are we gonna do? How are we getting these guys out of here?"
Don't worry, I got this. Where's that notebook?
You find the notebook that's been sprawled out on the floor.
Is anything new written in it, or really anything at all?
No.
That's so good. Well, all right. We'll try this again. I leave the uncapped pen and the notebook on like that little bed footboard thing.
Yeah.
And we didn't get any names or anything last time. They just kind of like threw stuff, right?
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you this, and I'll give this to you for free because it's been literally months. But Dees described the physical appearance of all of the apparitions.
Okay.
There's one old man in a suit, and then two people. Dees called them kids, but I'll say that Dees was implying just kind of younger people. One guy and one girl. The guy had short brown hair and what Dees described as a band tee, and the girl had a romper and like a dyed green hair.
Iris,
Yes.
ask them if they're the team that got killed on this floor. Brad's son, Bradson.
Bradson.
Hi everyone. Not to be rude, I know it's early in the morning. I just want to clarify, are you the team that was killed here? Team Bradson?
And then what do you do to what's your call and response?
I have the spirit box on so they can speak to me through that if they want.
Mm-hmm.
But they can also write in the book if they want.
And where's the EMF reader?
I think I'm gonna leave it on the thingy next to the notebook too. Just hanging out.
Okay.
For now.
So Iris, you announce your question. The spirit box is rapidly flicking through radio frequencies, and you hear "killed."
Yeah. Were you a team in the reflection game?
More static, and then game.
Do you know where we are?
Oh, that's fun. Can everyone roll sanity as you hear hotel?
Why are there so many receipts in my dice tray?
My God. What did everyone get?
I think we all failed.
Yeah.
Ugh.
You all failed?
Here's a clarifying question. When rolling sanity, do you go by your starting sanity or your current?
Current, buddy.
Cool. Now to figure out if I wrote 89 really flat or 87.
I'll leave that in your capable hands to figure out.
I think it's an 89, in which case I passed.
Okay. Well, I need everyone to take 2 points of sanity loss.
Including me who passed?
No.
Okay.
I'm not including Iris in the everyone. But as you hear that and you become distinctly aware that, yes, this thing is indeed responding to your questions, you can all feel the room start to get cold.
Chris is fine. He brought a sweater.
Chris,
you die in a
And if he-
freezer.
No, that's just kind of like a ghost feature, I think.
Oh.
Like, that just happens sometimes.
Oh. Sorry,
Honestly,
ghost.
it's more like likely to happen when you're actually actively in a room with a ghost.
As you are trying to calm Cosmo down, the EMF reader goes off, and Dees looks over and says,
Hello.
"What the fuck is that?"
That's an EMF reader. It means the ghost is there doing something.
He like looks at you and he's like, "Hey, maybe we shouldn't do this."
I literally do this for a living.
I don't know. You guys feel that, right?
Yeah, it gets cold sometimes. Like when a ghost
Here.
is present doing stuff.
Yeah, I'd say this is like really scary actually. Like I yesterday I didn't really care as much, but for some reason today, this is really give us like I got goosebumps on my entire arm.
You guys don't have to be in here. It's okay.
No, I want these ghosts gone. Iris, tell the ghosts they gotta go.
Okay, well, we're getting there. Are you guys able to tell me your names?
Yeah. Yeah, okay. I like that. Their names. That's a good question. And things that I definitely, after all this time and all this build up, totally have.
Oh, it's
If you need options.
spaghetti o pasta.
We're not doing another
Screw-
fucking spaghetti.
Wait, I have so many names that I've been saving
Oh
because
wait, we have the name ideas channel.
Dude, how many names are in it? Quick, Beth, put all your names in names idea. Oh, Gordon.
Gordon's pretty good.
Gourdon.
Port Chester,
I think that's a cheese.
Dillian Weed, Genode.
Oh, so you're just gonna roll
No, it's
right past Rockabilly Sturple.
No, I
It's
saw
Genode?
Rockabilly Sturple.
Genode.
Genode,
You're
okay.
going right past Purple McGranny Slap.
Okay, actually, here's how I want to resolve this. From each of you, I want all of you, one each, you guys to give me a name. And you know what? We're gonna do no questions asked. Mark, what's your name?
Oh, I gotta go first? No. Let somebody else go first. I don't know yet.
Okay. Will?
I think it would be so funny if the girl's name was Green Squash to go with Yellow Squash for the boy, but that depends on them being siblings. The way I was about to full confidence say Gene Simmons. Hold on, let me actually get you my names thingy.
I'm sorry,
Here's what my
Green Squash wasn't your submission?
It would be if the boy and the girl are siblings, but then the boys has to be named Yellow and the girl has to be Green, so they can be Yellow and Green Squash.
You get one.
Yeah, I know. Listen, I'm getting my names channel. Hold on.
Beth?
Here, I put mine in the in general chat, and no, I'm not taking any notes.
I'm sorry, is that Casper Gaslington?
Yeah.
I think I have mine.
Okay. Casper Gaslington. Okay, great.
Casper.
Next, Casper, I'm sorry. Awesome. Very the irony is not lost on me. Okay, Mark?
Giorgio Creamy.
Sorry, is that Giorgio or like
Giorgio,
Georgie?
like with an I-O at the end. Like
Okay.
George, but without an E and
Yeah.
I-O.
And then that's Creamy as the last name?
Not
Well,
the
man,
cream.
now I've got like the world's most normal name that has ever come across this podcast ready for you.
What do you got, Will?
I was gonna go with Arturo McVeigh.
I like that.
Like
I love
Arturo.
I love that.
So
That's like suave.
That's like a normal man amongst our spaghetti and frog monsters.
That
Yeah.
sounds like the old man's name. Like he'd be really refined, and everyone else is like
Everyone else
Giorgio
is-
Creamy.
We've got the first ever reflection game team, and it's Arturo McVeigh with Casper Gaslington.
And Giorgio Creamy.
Okay. So you hear through the speaker. Jasper Gaslington. Georgie O. Creamy. Arturo McVeigh.
Yo, did he say Casper. Is that what?
Don't laugh.
Oh.
They're
Sorry.
dead, Chris.
Chris, do you laugh?
Yeah.
Okay. You all feel the room get another 10 degrees colder.
Oh, Chris,
Oh.
apologize to the ghosts.
I'm very sorry, Casper.
Can you all roll POW for me?
Yes.
Yo, Reggie broke
Chris
one
is-
of her toys.
Chris is gonna
Like-
get throwed.
What the hell did
What?
Reggie do?
She broke it.
Reggie Rock, what the heck?
She Reggie rocked it.
She Reggie rocked it shit.
She did Reggie
Shit,
rock
now?
that shit.
Oh, I passed the hell out of that.
I done diddly failed.
Chris got an extreme success, but I know it's a pass. It's a pass.
Okay. Chris, despite you being the one laughing at the names, Cosmo,
Mm-hmm.
you black out.
It's okay. I'm almost at negative sanity anyway, so if someone's getting possessed, it makes sense for it to be Cosmo.
And Iris and Chris, you see Cosmo's eyes roll up into the back of their head. And they turn towards Chris. And they
Chris throws
say,
salt at it.
you throw salt, and the spirit goes, oh God, fucking rude.
It scared the shit. Don't do that to my friend.
Don't fucking laugh at me, bro.
Oh, you're Casper?
I'm
Is it
Casper.
Casper or Jasper?
It's
I'm sorry.
It's Casper. It's Casper Gaslington.
Okay. He doesn't laugh this time. He
Fuck.
keeps a straight face.
God. He's like,
Well, while we have you here possessing our friend, which I do really wish you would stop that soon. What the hell are you guys doing here?
the hell do you mean? What are we doing here?
What do you mean? What do I mean?
We got unfinished business, my dude.
With who? For what?
With the people that murdered us.
Who the hell murdered you?
The other team
What-
who
which
participated
team?
with us on our last run.
What's your team name?
I'd like to show you.
Oh, okay.
And you feel another massive drop in temperature. I need both of you to roll POW again. And this time, I need you to take 4 penalty die.
Jeez.
Penalty die. Which one is that?
That's the 100.
Okay.
Well, I rolled 2 93s and 2 63s, so I think I failed.
I would guess so.
I passed that one too.
You passed with 4 penalties?
Yes.
Congratulations, Iris. You get
God.
to sit this one out.
It's like the
It's-
it's like
it's
the
a little
Atticus it's like the Atticus thing all over again. Now
Listen,
you have to get sacrificed to a giant magma
Listen,
man.
I do this for a living. I don't know what to tell you. This is my field.
All right.
I'm
So-
back in my element.
So, Iris, you watch Chris's eyes roll up too, and both Cosmo and Chris drop to the floor. Dees goes, "Oh, we gotta help him, right?"
I'm going to make a suggestion that perhaps you and the Fingies maybe stand just outside the doorway, but like with the door open. In fact, maybe take the door off the hinges.
Take the door off the hinges.
Yeah, and then put like a row of salt at the door frame.
What are you gonna do?
I'm going to stand right here because those are my teammates and I'm busy. I'm working.
Can you get them out?
Yeah. Probably.
Cosmo and Chris, you regain consciousness in a snowy field. The wind is whipping around you, as ice and hail beats down. And you know that wherever you are, it's not real, but it feels very real.
Yeah. Burr. I didn't come equipped for this.
Oh my god! I'm like crawling inside your shirt. Chris, where are we?
Why do you think this? Why are you yelling at me? I don't know.
I'm sorry, I'm not yelling. I'm just really cold.
Yeah, Chris is like, it's a big sweater, so it's okay. There's room.
No, I'm in your sweater now.
Yeah, there's room. It's like a 4XL, so it's like 2 sizes too big for Chris.
It's more. He's more sweater than man.
Yeah.
Can I ask you guys to either roll survival or spot hidden?
Yeah.
Pick your favorite.
I don't think I passed either of those. That was a 92.
Let me see. What's my survival?
Chris feels bad about the Cashington incident, so
I'm rolling spot hidden because I've got nothing in survival.
Okay.
That's a 26, and that's a hard success.
Okay. So, Cosmo, as you poke your head out of the safety of Chris's large shirt, you see that barely visible, there are several distinct footprints in the snow. And you can see what direction they lead in.
There's someone else got trapped in this ghost prison. I point him out.
Oh. All right. We're going, and we waddle with the footsteps.
We're walking in unison. All of our month we've known each other, and the skill that we have at doing things in unison is really paying off here.
Yeah. And it's going well, Cosmo. You're able to keep warm, and as you approach, you start to see this kind of dingy cabin on the horizon. And the trees, which of course are all barren, you see as you get close, the trees, some of them have these distinct markings on them, like a gray silvery goo.
Oh. Hey, Chris, isn't that your nephew?
What?
The goo?
What?
Isn't that what your nephew's made out of right now?
Chris doesn't touch it, but he's examining it very closely, and he's yeah. Oh no.
I don't think that's good.
And as you say that, you hear the sound of glass breaking at the cabin. As you look over, you see a massive silvery tentacle lash out and then swoop back inside.
We probably shouldn't go. I mean, we're not here technically, so I guess it's okay to get killed here.
Listen, reality in itself is a lie. Time's not even real, and it won't be after I kill it. So, does it anything that happens to us here in this ghost brain dimension really matter?
No.
Onward!
Confidently walking to the door.
All right.
Kill me now. Kill me now.
So you sort of push the cabin door open, and it gives way pretty easily. And inside, you see before you a very dead-looking one of those goop monsters, the likes of which you fought on Cosmo's birthday. As you stare at it, much like the other one, this one appears to be turning back into bodies, dead bodies. Standing around it are 6 people. 3 of them you sort of figure out because of what Dees told you earlier. It's the 3 ghosts, but they all look very much alive. You see that old man in the suit, and then those 2 kids who are probably in their early 20s. The other 3 figures, their features sort of shift. They're not consistent. almost like they're forgotten memories. But one of those sort of shifting features says, "You won." And another says, "Congratulations." As the old man says, "Well played. Nice work. Hope we can face you guys sometime again." And the scene before you shifts. But while it's shifting, I'm going to cut back to Iris. Iris, Dees has relocated the Fingies, who are still covered in a blanket, but that blanket is no longer on the bed, outside. He's had Ego remove the door and a salt circle drawn in the door frame.
Alrighty. Okay. So, I already took notes on my phone. I'm looking at my character sheet like I wrote them down there. To my new friend who has possessed my good friend Chris. Which one are you?
Your spirit box is now noticeably silent.
Don't need that anymore. Put it down next to the notebook and EMF reader, which I pick up because I'd like that to be in my hands. Well, I guess I can ask them that are standing in front of me which I point to Chris and I say which one of you is in there.
Oh, sorry.
with
I
my
want to
friend
be clear.
Chris?
Both of your friends are currently on the floor.
Oh. And they're not. Was the one that was talking to me before talking to me through the spirit box? Or through Cosmo,
Through Cosmo.
who is now also just on the ground.
Who
They
is
look like
now-
passed out.
They look passed out.
I guess I'll go over to them and see if the EMF reacts at all.
Yeah, it starts freaking out.
Okie dokie. Well, that clarifies that. I guess I'll take Chris's incense and burn that.
Okay, so you start lighting incense. Cosmo and Chris, you can roll POW again, take 2 penalty die, but you need an extreme success to break this.
Wow. Oh, bitch. Oh, wait. Extreme success.
With 2 penalty.
Oh. No.
Can I ask a question really
Yeah.
fast?
Mhm.
Because I've been playing this game for however many years, but I still don't know how to play it.
Almost 7 years.
2 penalty die, would that be rolling 3 times?
Yes, you'll roll 3 total times.
All right, I got a 20 each time, so yeah, that's just a hard success, not an extreme success.
Oh my god.
That would have been cool though. If I had gotten like a 10, would have killed it.
Oh my god. All right. And Iris, as you are like waving the incense around, I'm going to put that same roll on you too.
Ookie dookie.
That
No.
picture.
That's it for me, Iris.
All right. Iris, you feel your legs give way as you collapse on the floor and consciousness fades fast. You can hear the last thing on this side of wherever you're going. You hear Dees go, "Oh god damn it." And you hear him like banging furiously next door. Hey everyone, it's Max here for your regularly scheduled ad break. What's up? Thanks for listening to the Reflection Game episode 54. That's pretty crazy. We're getting pretty far into this adventure. Still got quite some time left in it, I'd wager, but we're really at a point where I'm very happy with the way the characters are progressing, with the way the story's progressing, and I hope you are too, of course. That's very important to me. If you are, have you considered telling a friend about This Isn't Normal? Maybe sharing an episode, maybe one of the holiday specials. That helps us out a lot. I hope you'll also consider liking, rating, following, subscribing, leaving a review, whatever service you're using to listen to this. And there's so many great ones. We're on Spotify. We're on all the podcast apps. We're on YouTube, which is why you can see me right now if you're watching this. and why you can't if you're not on YouTube. But we have all of this great content, and we try to make it accessible for you, so also accessible for your friends. Thanks if you do that. And we also, it costs money to run the show each and every month. We have tools that we need. We have hosting services to pay for, which is why we have Patreon at patreon.com/tincast. And if you do want to do that, we have a lot of special little goodies for you. You can get thanked in the credits. You can get your name in the credits. You can get access to bonus episodes each and every month. Last month we had the second part of Fool's Gold, which could be a pilot for season 4 if people like it, so who knows? And you can get a sneak peek of that and tons and tons and tons of other great content, all at patreon.com/tincast. And did I mention that we'll thank you each and every week during this portion of the show? We will if you subscribe to that tier, which is why it's time to thank Mango, Amanda Krondar, Morgan Wolbrandt, Emily Laderna, Smarties, Charlie Rose, Adam Carpenter, and Marco Malmstrom for their continued support of the show. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Anyway, I think that's that. Let's get back into the madness. Join us again next week for another thrilling episode of the Reflection Game. My gosh, it's almost Halloween. What the hell am I going to do for Halloween this year? Oh man, I feel like I have this revelation every 5 months before a holiday special comes out. And anyway, stay safe, drink lots of water, have a nice week. And now the three of you wake up in a hotel room. If anyone remembers, Deese's hotel room, just like yours, was sort of remodeled unexpectedly. But this looks like one of the older rooms, one of those red hotel rooms that sort of went along with the rest of the hotel's decor. And you see those three people. Well, now, Iris, you see them too. And you can all stand up and collect your bearings. Cosmo and Chris, you're no longer freezing. You feel fine.
I'm still in his sweater.
You're still in the sweater? Okay.
Yeah.
We've become a unit.
Yeah, we're one.
Well, Iris, you see your friends again.
Oh, I'm not even gonna ask.
Iris,
That's
there you
fine.
are. Are you good?
Hi.
How are you? Are you good?
Yo, we're passed out.
Oh, okay, good. So this is just like a mindscape, right?
I don't know.
What do you mean?
I have no fucking clue where we are.
Haven't you done this before?
No, what, passed out on
Get
the ground
haunted.
and gone to a ghost dimension? No.
Get haunted and possessed. Yes, I thought that this was your whole deal. That's why I was not making a big deal out of this.
No, I mean this. I've not done this before. Listen, I don't go out of my way to get possessed. Do you?
Apparently
Do you
not.
I work with ghosts and supernatural creatures when I'm at work, but do you routinely perform maintenance on astral body studying systems?
Yeah, if my computer program's down, or if my
No, I mean
telescope's slightly
do you
off.
get put into space when you do that though?
If I could.
This is the equivalent of oh yeah, I just went to the space location. That's
so
not a
so what you're
normal or easy thing that you do regularly.
So what you're telling me is that we're ghost astronauts? We're ghostonauts?
Yeah, sure.
All right, that's how I'm gonna phrase it in my head, so I don't lose my entire marble, my singular marble that I've got left.
We're in ghost space.
So as you guys are prattling on, you can see that the young man walks over to the older man, kind of slaps a hand against his back and says, "Arturo, you fucking killed it, my guy. That was incredible. We do this 2 more times, we can get the fuck out of this place and we can go back to our lives and it's gonna be awesome." And the old man kind of nods a little absent-mindedly, seems kind of tired. And the young man says, Giorgio Creamy, as the young girl comes into view. He says, that's your name. It's Giorgio Creamy. Man, you were crazy with that. That was awesome. And as he's complimenting his teammates, the door to the hotel room is kicked in. And you see those three sort of misshapen, shifting humanoid bodies. But in their hands, you can see sharpened knives. And without a word, they advance towards the three other team members. As all of you have consciousness violently returned to you, a sharp sense enters all of your nostrils, so you quickly realize you're being administered smelling salts. But as consciousness returns and your eyes open, you all sort of project out this dark blue smoke, which billows out of all of you and starts spiraling out of the hotel room and down the hallway.
Follow that.
And as you do, I'll let you try and stand up in a minute, but as you do, your spirit box goes off again, Iris, and it says, revenge.
For who? On who? I know for who.
Ozma, Dees, and Tem, who administered the smelling salts, are like, what the fuck was that?
Ghosts.
Free, or is this more like mind lies?
What?
Are you real? Who's touch? I slap whoever's touching me right now. Are you real?
It's Ozma, and she goes, ow, yes, I'm real. Why do we have to have an existential crisis about my identity every time I see you?
Oh,
Well,
no,
we were just
sorry.
in ghost space.
Yeah, no, sorry. Yeah, we were just in we were ghostonauts, and it was like winter, and someone was I was getting stabbed, maybe. Why do I feel like I just smoked a 10-pack?
Dees is like, you all just violently ejected the ghosts out of the room, I think.
Oh.
So did you like our sick vape tricks?
Is that what that was?
Did I blow a ring?
You blew what looked like literally your soul out of your body.
Oh.
That's probably not good.
It's fine.
Okay. We were ghostronauts.
We were ghostronauts.
Guys are fine.
D says, so was what happened? You were cold?
Yeah, we saw what looked like them beating the other team, and then they came back to the hotel, and then this same team just walked in and wordlessly started assumedly stabbing them. Because I can't tell because we were ejected pretty violently.
What team? Who were they?
They were just whatever team was in this room before. They didn't specify.
I don't think the ghosts can remember because it was hard to describe, but it didn't look like anyone. It was like they didn't have a set face.
They were just like kind of amorphous, blurry.
It felt like trying to remember what your first grade teacher looked like when you're 50.
That's weirdly specific.
Well, I'm not 50, and I still remember what my first grade teacher looks like, so I just imagine it given another, 30 years, and I probably won't.
Do you? I don't remember what my... not the point. What... How do we find out who they were? Can we find out who they were?
I've got a brilliant idea.
Brad knew.
Well, Brad's in hell forever, probably. So
that's true. What's your idea?
The beans.
You're so smart.
They're he's just in the hallway, you know.
He held and he operates the elevator, so he would know who was on this floor. The elevator bean.
I mean, I think they both would. But yeah, elevator beam is probably a good spot to start.
Are any
Yeah,
of the
okay.
Caldera goons still hanging out? I know Brad's gone, but his underlings would probably have an inkling. They're probably a team that's like done by now. Actually, well, I wonder if the game like excommunicated them for murder.
Well, we can find out the answer to this question and many more if we just simply get up and leave this room.
Oh, you know who else we could ask?
Ooh.
Arden.
Oh,
Arden knows everything that goes on in here.
I love Arden.
I'm worried about Arden doesn't love us anymore. After the frog thing, I'm worried about it, guys.
Listen, I don't know if Arden even knows our involvement with the frog thing. If anything, us being very normal and asking a very normal question like, "Hey, do you remember who lived in that room before they were violently murdered?" would probably maybe be like the easiest question that Arden will answer today.
Well, not this room. We just need to know what other team was either on this floor or was associated with their last round because they lived in this room. The ghost.
Yeah.
Well, I'll leave
Alright.
it up to you guys where you want to go.
I'm getting up and I'm going to the first bean I find.
Okay. You head back out into the hallway where Ego is like, God damn it! I have all this salt in the doorway, a missing door, and now there's ghosts wandering the hallways.
Funny story. We can take care of the ghosts for you, but I have some questions first.
Questions?
Yeah, like what their team name was. Do you know what the team was that killed them?
The team? What are you... The team that killed them?
Yeah.
Uh,
Remember how the leisure floor was closed for a while because a team killed another team?
yes, the floor was closed, but it was Caldera who was running the investigation.
So you don't know?
Unfortunately, I don't. The team who lived in the room where they were murdered,
Mm-hmm.
that was Team... Oh, they had a really dumb name. I don't think they quite understood the whole naming thing. They were Gramazon Lover 76. That was their team name.
Okay.
Singular, lover, by the way, not plural.
Spelled like
Yeah.
this. Hold on, I put it in the channel.
Team Gramazon, yes, lover LVR 76, that's right. Yeah. They were sort of an odd bunch.
They seem like it.
You're telling me Team
So,
Gramazon Lover 76 is now roaming these halls?
yeah, well, they were haunting the room, and it was really scaring Dees and the Fingies, and also Dees' sister Tem, who's here now. And so they slept in our room last night, and we figured we would maybe just like take care of it because I like did that for a living for a while. And then they just like possessed us a little bit and then left.
So instead of isolating them to one room where people were scared, you've now unleashed them to like the dozen rooms on this floor.
Listen, I didn't think they would leave the room.
Oh, the other are empty. It's fine.
They're not empty.
It's on this
Why?
floor.
Other people have moved in since
What?
the floor
This
was
is-
reopened.
This is our floor.
This is our floor.
This is not exclusively your floor, nor is it going to be in
Why
6 days.
not? Why not?
Listen.
I'm kidding. We'll take care of it. Did you see where they went?
Everywhere. There's ectoplasm all over the walls and floor now.
I'm sorry.
Mr. E, if I can call you that. They only want one thing, and if we can get them that singular thing, I'm almost certain they'll be on their way. So if you could just help us out, I think we can all clean up this mess together.
Ice cream? Do they want ice cream?
No, they want
No.
cold revenge on the team that murdered them. Do you think your brother might know the team that stayed on? Actually, I don't even know if they stayed on this floor. They're just the other team.
Yes, I wouldn't assume that they stayed on this floor. We have quite a number of floors in this hotel.
URDERS. I have to go. I'm running to the running to the elevator.
Okay.
Wait.
Do the rest of you follow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ego calls, "What the fuck?"
We'll be back.
Sorry.
As you all burst into the elevator.
Hello, Mr. B. Can you take me to the murderer's floor?
Oh, fuck, that was funny.
Blasphemy is a short man, and I think he's actually a little bit shorter than Cosmo. So he looks up and says, "What?
It's got 7 letters.
Murderers?"
Doesn't mean
Yes.
that doesn't mean it's a floor.
It's definitely a floor.
What?
Spell murderers for me.
MURDERS.
Oh,
Murders.
I thought murders.
Oh,
I thought you said
I'm sorry,
murderers.
murderers. I'm sorry. Can you take me to the murderers floor? That's
There's no
my mistake.
murders floor.
You
What the
haven't even
fuck?
tried.
I know what the floors are.
I think you'd be surprised.
There's no murders floor. Why would you, if there was a murders floor, why would you want to go there?
Because the ghosts that live on our floor want revenge.
What does that have to do with...
Let's start over. I straighten my collar that I don't have, and I say, Mr. Bean, if I can call you that.
No,
My
you
friend
can't.
here is insane. Let me start from the beginning, my dear Bean friend. I pretend to straighten papers out that I am not holding, and then look at my watch that I am not wearing, and then I look down to him and I say, so you know how there was like a murder on this floor?
Yes.
Of like a whole team. Do you happen to have recalled the team that did the murdering?
No, I don't.
Why?
Why?
Why don't you know that? They lived here.
Listen, I'm going to tell you guys something, and you're not going to like it, but I have to tell you it anyway.
Okay.
I just don't care about human lives.
That's
Why?
fine. I'm
They're
not
all
asking
so
you to care.
short and filled with grief and misery. And you know,
Maybe
it's
they
just like
still die and then they're like there forever though, right?
well, yeah, I guess if they die and their spirits aren't satisfied, especially in a place like this, it would make sense why they could linger and stick around. But regardless, I see thousands upon thousands of people every day. This is the only elevator in the hotel. I don't even know how I don't know how you guys manage to get here so efficiently every single time. Do you have any idea how long it takes other people? They wait around for like hours.
Do you know what my luck stat is?
What?
You say to him as a person talking to a spiritual entity.
Cosmo's dead serious as they say this.
What are you talking about?
You ever heard of like role-playing games?
Listen, if this was a role-playing game,
Can I take you to another floor, please?
Okay, you bring us to the lobby.
Yes. And you know what? I'm not even going to ask for you to tell me the name of it. I'm just going to type it into my little big boy calculator and take you down there.
Thank you.
And you pop back out. You see Molly says, "Checking out?"
no.
Oh. Okay.
Can you tell me?
Oh, Molly hates us.
I don't
Oh, David
hate
Molly.
you
Wade.
guys. It's just everyone
Molly
from the
hates
reflection
me.
game is checking out.
In a
Yeah, well,
week.
we're on business.
Oh.
Molly,
well,
can I
enjoy.
ask you a favor?
Oh, sure.
Thanks.
You you are in charge of checking teams in and out, correct?
Why, yes.
Do you happen to recall the team that got permanently checked out for murdering another team?
Why, no, I don't.
What do you mean no you don't? Molly, what do you mean no you don't?
Oh man, I mean, I'm sorry, guys. Some teams don't make it, you know? And I
I
don't
mean,
really
Because they
have
not
like a
making it is, I think, different from like killing another team in the hotel.
yeah,
yeah.
I see
Oh
this
my
like
god,
the
the
only
leisure floor thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god, no, they wouldn't let me anywhere near that.
Arden. I slam my hands down on the desk in a friendly way. Arden, please tell me. Please tell me you happen to know just even the name of the team that got kicked out for murdering the other team. Please, please.
Or did they even get kicked out? Like, I assume they would have been, but they might not have been.
Do you just know the team that murdered the other team? Please.
Oh man. Yeah, that's a little bit
Arden,
tricky there.
as my therapist, I need this for my mental health.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say a little something, which is that I don't know if getting involved in some sort of wacky murder mystery is gonna be good for your health there, Cosmo.
It could be
I,
good for my health, though, because this is just like home.
I've never been more
That's
stable than in this moment.
okay, real fast talk.
Cosmo with bloodshot eyes.
I have an 11/8. That's how much point I have left. And for fast talk, that was actually a pretty good roll. But if I can remember where fast talk is, there it is. Oh no, I don't have anything in fast talk. No, I'm bold faced lying.
If
Even I
Arden
don't believe my own lie.
if Arden could grimace, Arden grimaces and says, well, strangest thing, I do sort of vaguely remember the fellas what done that. Hey, shoot, it's on the tip of my tongue. Fuck. Caldera really dealt with the bulk of that.
Don't we just like come through and wipe everybody's memory? What the fuck?
No, my memory's fine. It's just they had a
Listen, Arden sees and talks to a lot of people.
Okay, well maybe this'll help. The name of the team that got murdered was Team Grandma's Lovers 72.
Oh,
76?
Grandma's Lover 76. I remember those folk. They were a little odd, but those other guys. Yeah, they were weird. They
Even like one individual name.
oh, it's on the tip of
Or,
my
like,
tongue.
Is there any Caldera people left here? We could always go harass them about it.
There was a pasta fella. I know, a pasta lady. That's what I remember.
Uh-oh. Oh,
No.
Arden. Oh, Arden, this is gonna be so silly, but would it happen to have been maybe like Team Battery Acid?
Oh my god, yes. That's who they
Uh-oh.
were.
Oh, that's so good to know.
Strangest
Ah,
thing about them. They never really
came
left.
back.
Well, no, that's the thing, right? You'd think, oh, well, they would have got banished or arrested or imprisoned. They just kind of disappeared.
Well, thank you for your help. We have a different team to go investigate now.
Oh, well, best of luck. Hey,
Thanks.
listen, real quick. I'm really sorry about everything that's going on with you guys. Do you have places to go next week?
I like live in my van.
What about the
Um,
rest of you?
And the other chuckleheads are gonna like bum it with me until they get to where they need to be going.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I have a fun like therapy news update, in which I previously had parents, but in a recent turn of events, I don't think I have parents anymore. So no.
Well,
It's okay. I can't drive, so Cosmo's going to be with me forever.
Take your hand. Take that forever. I also am not very good at driving, but I will make sure that you don't careen into the hellscape abyss.
Listen, I'm pretty okay at driving. I just am not allowed to anymore.
Not until we fix your soul.
Speaking of which, Arden, am I allowed to like come back here about that sometimes?
Iris, you might be one of the only people that I would genuinely. Well, hang on. Let me back up a little bit. I want to
My
be clear
face
here.
falls.
Let me be perfectly clear here. All right. The agreement that allows you guys to come here is between Caldera and the hotel, or it was. When that sort of nasty group of frogs came in and shut everything down, there wasn't supposed to be a week's grace period. It was just supposed to be over. And I made sure you folk wouldn't get kicked out on the street. And it's not that I wouldn't love to have you here forever. It's just sort of that I don't think you could afford the rate because it's not in like material dollars. It's in things kind of beyond your understanding. But I just don't want you to think that old Arden wants you guys booted.
No, I get it.
Thank you for what you've done, Arden. Genuinely, thank you.
Yeah, of course. But when I say that Iris would be the only one allowed back, I only mean the horrifying circumstance regarding their tether on reality, and not that I don't love the rest of you.
Well, so here's the question, Arden. Iris can't drive themselves because if they happen to get sleepy and their soul just disconnects from reality, they're going to get caught in between the liminal space between the hotel and reality and then just not find their way back.
Well, I mean, so the first time we figured out that I got grounded from driving was literally when I was driving and I ended up in the red space. So
Future, they do need a chauffeur.
What would the other side look like from here?
Iris, do you want to find out?
If it happens to me, I'll let you know.
I wonder if we.
I mean, I would love to find out, but I literally don't know how to trigger it. It just is one of those things that happened to me. It happened to me. I don't know if it actually happened to me. Something happened to me when we were. I stopped talking.
No, what? No, go ahead.
Hold on a second. Should I mention that?
It's fine. We've already suffered the repercussions of our actions for that.
Okay. Well, anyways, listen.
We time traveled.
The frog thing is, I think, 100% our fault. We got involved in the IRS because we got stuck in a place that Tem went to between time, and then we called Party Frog for help, and before Party Frog got to us, time traveling IRS agents got to us, and then we were in the 1920s for a week. And when I was the 1930s for a week, and then when we were in the 1930s, I had a little bloop incident.
Oh,
it wasn't red. It was just, I think, another time.
What year were you in?
1930.
Was it 37 or 33?
I'm pretty sure it was 1937.
It was 1933.
Never mind, I was wrong.
I'm like, yeah. I think it was just like 100 years in the past. 1933. There was like a flying piano incident.
Oh yeah, the sky piano. That played the saddest and most beautiful song I've ever heard in my life.
But it was normal on the other side.
Yes. On our fucked up timeline, it was supposed to be a man who did Italian food vending, but Chris scared him off by being in the middle of the road with newfangled hooligan clothes. So we fucked that timeline up real bad, and then we went back and shenanigans ensued. Anyways, the one that I went to, he was there and got exploded as he should have been.
Well, I'll tell you what I think about that if you want to hear.
Yeah.
I think we can determine two things about it. And I could be wrong. I could always be wrong. But one, I would wager that this sort of red hell that you keep going to could have been just like us 100 years ago. And based on the way you're describing, it sounds like very, very close to us.
Hmm.
Do you think? Because I've heard Iris describe it in detail. Didn't you say there was some kind of like massive giant person?
Yeah,
It's like a leg.
the harvester entity.
Oh, that's what that was.
Yeah.
Oh, so what is this? Just like the next reality over?
Did we like get Boo's phone number?
I gave Boo my phone number when he was a child.
Damn. You think we can call the IRS?
No, hear me out. I know I've thought about this extensively because I feared that a time would come that we would need to get in contact with Boo or like the IRS in general. And if we can't reach out to the IRS in general, one thing I learned about Beauregard Rivers, and that's he doesn't want you fucking up his plans. So if we just go to start fucking up his plans, we don't have to let him or the universe know that we maybe don't intend to follow through on it. But if we just start heading to where his family lives with the intention of, I don't know, telling them about him, do you think he would just show up to stop us? Because, like, I would.
How would he know, though?
Okay, so here's the thing. Let's say that we spin on a dime and start going to go mess up and tell his parents specifically about what happens to him in the future. If that changes the course of his words were like, I followed a very specific path for so long. Yeah, okay. What if we just like reroute that path a little bit? He is bound to show up and just be like, "What the fuck are you doing?" We'll be like, "Great, you're here. We need your help."
I mean, I just
What's-
don't know how he would know until we fuck it up.
But
At
that's the
which
thing.
point, I think it would be fucked up, and he wouldn't be
No,
there
but-
in the future.
But that's the thing about time travelers. He can just go whenever. So the same way that we've borked up the future so bad that we had to kill ourselves by coming back a second time, he can also do that.
I think I'd like to try calling the IRS first.
Guys, I think maybe we can also maybe talk to Tem and see if she can help us out in any way with this, because she
Well,
can do crazy
I
things.
mean,
Well, she
I
also
just wanted to talk to Boo about something.
Wait, she's literally supposed to go found or join the IRS so they can revitalize the entirety of their like time travel shenanigans. They said it was based on her magic. So we just ask Tem if she can just take us to the IRS headquarters. Or back to wait, she was there with us. She would know where it is and how to get back there. She could just take us back to that big old hallway from like, I don't know, question mark into the future.
We're going on the world's most convoluted side quest. Thank you, Arden.
Bye,
I think
Arden.
we'll be around for a little while still.
You guys turn around and you see that like there's literally like a huge line up to the concierge desk.
I wave bye to everyone and then leave. Not a care in the world, unbothered.
Well, I think this is where we're gonna wrap things up for today. You've uncovered some horrifying truths about the team that you've been sent to rescue.
Damn.
You have some interesting new leads that you might want to investigate in the next few days, and a whole lot more hotel goodies coming up. Next time. Yay!